Am I the a-hole for asking my boyfriend to stop wearing suits outside of work? I have been dating my 47F boyfriend, 52M, for 2 years. We met in a grief counseling group after losing our spouses. Everything in this relationship has been great. Our kids get along great. I even got a Mother's Day card from his son thanking me for making his dad smile again. It was sweet. My daughter, 19F, adores my boyfriend. I was surprised how fast they hit it off because she's very shy, but I didn't want to question it, so I let it go. But as time went on, things got weird. On Valentine's Day, he got me a bouquet and a rose for her, and she still has it hanging in her room. She gets up early every morning to make him a latte, and every night when he gets home, she's waiting in the kitchen with a beer and a sandwich for him. He has back problems, so she bought him a computer chair with massaging rollers on it, which pissed me off because I am a masseuse. I can take care of this man's back just fine. I refuse to replaced by an effing chair. I asked my daughter why she keeps doing this stuff, and she said she just likes him. I asked why to see if I could get more info, and she started listing things. He's nice, smart, funny, blah, blah, blah. But what stuck out was when she said she loves the way he dresses. My boyfriend is a funeral director, so he always wears black suits. When I first started dating him, my daughter would always call him sharp-dressed man, saying things like, "Are you gonna go see that sharp-dressed man again?" Or, "When do I get to meet your new sharp-dressed man, Mom?" My daughter always says she wants to marry a man in a suit, so I assumed this was her way of showing approval. But now I'm starting to wonder if there's more. I've been wanting to suggest that he stop wearing suits outside work, but he loves his suits. We just bought a house together, and I know he's been looking at rings. This man is a chess champion who speaks 6 languages, yet doesn't know how to close his laptop when going to the bathroom, lol. So I'm invested in this relationship. I love this man and I want to marry him, but I'm afraid if I tell him what's on my mind, he'll kick my daughter out. This all came to head last night when we were watching a movie and she went up to get drinks. When she came back, she handed my boyfriend his beer and then tried to sit in his lap. I say tried because my boyfriend pushed her off and angrily told her that what she did was inappropriate. He stormed up to our bedroom and I followed him up to talk to him. He started saying that my daughter should start looking elsewhere to stay, but I told him about the suit thing and that maybe if he just wore normal clothes outside work, she wouldn't act so weird. He told me I was being ridiculous, and we went to bed. I made him breakfast this morning, but he left to go eat instead. He says he's in the McDonald's parking lot now, but we're going to have a serious talk when he gets home. I don't know what to think. Am I the a-hole? Update on our conversation. Well, it turns out some of you were right, and there was a lot of shift I didn't know about. An entire shift show's worth. In fact, my boyfriend showed me several disturbing text messages. No actual propositioning or anything. Just weird stuff like, "I miss you," and "Are you awake?" at 2 a.m., etc. And apparently my daughter had confided in him about a close friendship she had with her basketball coach right after her dad died. My boyfriend said he kept it a secret because she begged him not to tell me, and he didn't want to break her trust. I, of course, was incredibly hurt to hear this, but at the same time I understand why he didn't tell me. Apparently, he is the only person she has ever talked to about this. It turns out my daughter has basically been treating my boyfriend like a private therapist for the past several months, and he didn't tell me because he wanted to help her. He chalked up all the favors to her just showing gratitude for lending an ear and didn't realize how she might have felt differently before last night. He apologized for insisting on kicking her out, and I apologized for the stupid comments about his suits. It was a comment I made out of being in denial, and now I realize she needs therapy. When I first started grief counseling, I did ask my kids if they wanted counseling. They both said no, and I didn't want to force it on them. When I sat my daughter down to talk about the boundary issue, she burst into tears and started apologizing. I had an extremely uncomfortable but necessary conversation with her, and I told her that I'm going to start looking for a therapist. I didn't tell her that I know about the basketball coach because I don't want her to feel betrayed, and I'm hoping a professional will be able to get it out of her in a more sensitive and controlled manner. But so help me God, if that mother fluffer ever shows his face in my hometown again, and she asks me why I'm in jail, I guess I'll have to tell her I know about it then. But for now, her healing from the past is my main priority, because it really does seem like her dad screwed her up far worse than I thought. My boyfriend and I have made up, and no one is getting kicked out, but things are still pretty awkward. She's basically quarantined herself in the basement. For now, we all just need some space, and my boyfriend has already helped me find some good therapists in our area.